Hello everybody, so welcome back to another video. So today I wanted to make a video that has nothing to do with the stuff that I usually talk about. If you have been watching my videos for a while, like I've created a little intro part of me going like, oh, the videos that I usually post are to do with languages, language learning, travel and stuff. I've decided that I don't want to abandon all of that necessarily, but I want to branch out. I've realized that I put myself into a box and boxes are not fun. I'm gonna talk to you about some of my favorite YouTube documentaries, and I'm putting it in quotation marks because I feel like a 10-minute video is not really considered a documentary, but it's some of the videos that I frequent a lot. Video recommendations. I also saw this on TikTok. If I can find the TikTok, I will insert it. I am not positive. I am not confident that I'll be able to find it. But basically, of a person, and in the background they were just like, these are all the videos that I'll be rewatching and revisiting during quarantine, and it was a lot of like really long YouTube videos. And I saved the video, and then I searched up the videos that they were recommending, and I watched a lot of them. I think some of them actually made it onto my list now, so thank you very much. That was a lot. Okay, so the very first video that I will keep revisiting like throughout is The Inconstant Moon, A History of Luna by Mira, possibly one of those. It is a video about the history, as the title says, of Luna. Luna is a K-pop band. I adore Luna. It's a good band. They make good music. It's a girl group. Their very first debut song was meh, but personally I'm in love with the solos. But The Inconstant Moon, A History of Luna talks about the company part of Luna. So like the business practices behind it, like how Jade and John sort of almost screwed Luna over to only then just produce another boy band for another company with a similar, eerily similar, like business structure context thing. It's very interesting. It's very well worded, a lot better worded than I can possibly try. If you like Luna, if you're curious about Luna, if you've heard of Luna and you're kind of curious, or if you're even just like curious as to what that whole thing of like their company going bankrupt was, yeah, if you're curious about any of that, go check out this video. I think you'll really enjoy it. Next up, we have Jordan Teresa's video called Mommy Issues. And this video, I know for a matter of fact, is in the playlist of the person in the TikTok. As the title would suggest, this video is about mommy issues. Like, until very recently, I actually had no idea that mommy issues even existed until it came to light that, like, I swear to God, TikTok is teaching me so many things that I had no idea about. It's like people use TikTok for different ways, and I'm using it to fucking realize shit about myself that I had no idea about. Like, I'm learning things. Yeah, this video basically talks about mommy issues. It's part one of a two-parter of mommy and daddy issues. She gets quite emotional in the daddy issues part, but like daddy issues have been discussed, they have been explained a lot, but mommy issues and like the psychological effects that a mother figure can have on a person's life, I feel like those have not really been explained, and I find it fascinating. Also, I was like, also when she went through like the things that can happen if you have mommy issues, I was like, oh, I'm checking a lot of marks. Oh, we're checking a lot of boxes. Her normal ASMR channel is called Gentle Whispering ASMR, but the following video is from her other channel. It's from her second channel, from Sassy Masha Vlogs, where she just kind of like shows her family life usually. But this one, she has made a video in the past that I loved, but this one kind of like just, I don't know, something draws me in. It's not an ASMR video. It's called My Troubled Arrival to the US, Storytime Lost Russian Students Trafficking. She had told the story before, and the last time that she had told it, I don't really remember what time around it was, but it was like the way she just... Basically in this video, she talks about her story of how she arrived to the US as a Russian student. I feel like she was trying to be very lighthearted in her video, but there was like this underlying worry and fear in her voice and in the way that she was telling her story. So she would say all these like kind of all of these awful things that would happen to her, but then she would like try to make a joke to try and like make light of the situation. It kind of felt really like, it felt so heartfelt, but also I was so like it hurt me so much to watch this video, but I keep going back to it because there's something about trafficking that I don't want to say fascinates me, because that's definitely the wrong word, but like, I want to know a lot about it so that I would possibly be able to tell signs about it. So yeah, she talks about how she got from Russia to the US, and how when she arrived at the airport, the company that was supposed to pick her up was nowhere to be found. Her and her friend were then picked up by some random guy who had a van, and like, if that doesn't already intrigue you enough, Next up, we have 3 videos by the same creator. It's JCS, Criminal Psychology. We have The Case of John Copenhaver, The Curious Case of Dahlia DiPolito, and The Psychology of Prince Andrew. I'll refer to the channel from now on as JSC. The thing that JSC usually does is they will showcase an officer in an interrogation room with a person who has done a crime. JSC will pause on moments where the person who's being interviewed shows mannerisms that will showcase either guilt or not guilt. I don't know if they have studied criminal psychology, possibly, and they're sort of explaining it to the masses now. Me, I'm part of the masses. I find it fascinating because they will also go into the techniques that the cops use to be able to interrogate a person further, or to, you know, move along in the investigation, like the different techniques. That I find it so fascinating that like very subtle little things can mess with a person and get them to say things that normally like you wouldn't want to say. Basically in this video, Jenny Nicholson, she dissects the brony fandom and the last BronyCon. BronyCon is a convention for bronies, and the last one happened last year, I think? And she just kind of delves into her part of bronyism, how like the fandom had like terrible sides and how everybody was always shitting on bronies, but how it actually originated from like irony culture. And then it just evolved into a genuine love for bronies and ponies and like the My Little Pony fandom. No, the My Little Pony show. Like how it just evolved from irony, but it became this massive thing. This video is by Quinn Curio, maybe? It's called Small Quick Ordinary Look at the Umbrella Academy. And I found it interesting because why abuse? What's happening? And I'm pretty sure in the video they say, if you haven't seen the Umbrella Academy, go watch it now because it's really, really good, and then come back to the video later. And I actually did. Usually I'm like, no, I don't really care that much. I just kind of want a long video whilst I do something else. But this time, the way that they had explained what the Umbrella Academy is actually fascinated me enough to care so much that I actually did watch it. And I really liked the Umbrella Academy. I watched season 1, and then when it came out a year later, season 2. I liked it a lot. It was good. Well, no, yeah, I'll stick to it. It was good. Yeah, pretty good. I'm not a film critic. I'm not about to like dissect it, but they do. In this video, they dissect the characters and how they all deal with a shitty dad figure, and I find it very interesting. And then the relationships between, and they also compare the TV versions to the book comic versions. Okay, so listen, I'm the kind of person who doesn't really fuck with drama channels, because most of the time drama channels will just take like a teeny tiny bit of drama that happened, like somebody liking a tweet or something, or tweeting something, and then people are like, oh my god, I can't believe you retweeted that. Like, but there's something about this video that I'm just like, oh, dig my nails and teeth into. The YouTuber who was forced to be a doll, Venus Angelic, the Living Doll, by Primink. What a good video. I think it was one of the first ones that had like the stats in the background. That, for some reason, it draws people to it because they're like, oh, numbers are involved in this, yes. But it basically tells the story of Venus Angelic, who I had known about. I think I actually did subscribe to her, and I was very curious because I had been following her. Not actively, I wasn't like a stan, but I was watching her occasionally, and I did enjoy some of her videos. Or sometimes just look back and just go, wow, okay, all right. Cool. literally that was the enjoyment I got of it sometimes. Just, okay. I'd known that there was a lot of drama with Venus Angelic and like her boyfriend, husband thing, and then Korea, Japan, London. Like a lot of moving, a lot of like her boyfriend, not boyfriend, but husband, but what is happening? And Primik like breaks it down into a very good timeline and makes sense of the entire thing. And in the end, he almost got sued for it. Not that being almost sued means that it's a good video, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, it's a very entertaining video, and there was a lot of behind the scenes drama regarding Venus Angelic that I had no idea about, or that I had heard like rumors about, or speculations, and this is a very good, concise video of sort of what happened. I think those are all of my big YouTube recommendations, and by big, like long YouTube recommendations. So yeah, if you have any others, please tell me. I would love to know. So yeah, so this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you go. So this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can stick around until when I make a new one. I hope you drink lots of water, get lots of sleep, and this is the end. Goodbye.
I would also like to give a special shout out to my Patreons, Moa and Lemon Planter. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy the content. I'll see you next time. Bye!